Hey, this is Tim with Small Engine Services here in South Florida. We're going to be changing the tire on your typical homeowner riding mower, the front tire, like the kind of mower you'd get from Home Depot, Lowe's, John Deere. Most of you don't have the proper tools, which is tire irons, valve stem remover. So I'm going to show you how to do it with tools you normally have in your toolbox. A couple of big screwdrivers. You want to let all the air out of the tire by pushing that valve stem in. Put some pressure on the tire until you get all the air out of the tire. Then you want to take one of your big screwdrivers, stick it in between the bead and the rim, and pull toward you. That'll start to push the tire away from the rim. You want to grab, while you're holding that down, you want to grab your next big screwdriver and do the same thing a couple inches over. Lift the original, move over, pull up. At that point, the tire hopefully will drop down off the rim for you. If it doesn't, keep working your way around. Tire's off the rim on that side now. You're going to flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. Screwdriver in, lift. Screwdriver in, lift. Tire's off the rim. Now we've got to get the tire completely off. So we want to start to peel that tire off by putting the screwdriver down in between the bead and the rim. Pry that piece up off of there. Turn it so you can see it since the camera's sitting still. Pry some more up off of there. Take the original screwdriver out. Pry some more off. At this point, the screwdrivers can come out. It's not trying to jump back on. Almost there. Now we've got to get the rim out of the tire itself. I'm going to reach in between the rim and the bead and pry that tire down. And hold it right there. Take your second screwdriver, reach in here, grab a little bit of that tire while you're holding the tire down in between your knees, firm with the screwdriver here, and lift some more of that tire off the rim. One more time. At this point, it'll probably jump right out for you. Now we'll go back on with it. I'm going to get some WD-40 or any other cheap Walmart type WD-40. Spray some around that bead. Take the rim, either side, and you want to try to shove it down in there in one shot. That gets it about halfway on. Now you want to hold the rim, reach down in here, and pry a little bit of that tire onto the bead. Pry a little more on. Drops in. That's what the WD-40 does for you. Helps that. Flip it over. Now this one's a little more tricky on this side. You want to set the tire so you've got a gap here. And you want to put a knee here and here to push that bead down into that gap. Get where you can see it again. Otherwise, you're just looking at the back of the tire. You get that down in there. And you're going to take the screwdriver right on the edge of the bead where it's dropping down. You're going to pry some of that tire on. And then grab that with your knee. You're going to pry some more tire on. You may have to grab that with your knee again. And finally, the tire's on the rim. Now we'll get some air in it. Hopefully, if everything goes right, you can do this and feel the tire actually having some pressure in it, pushing back against you. If it doesn't, that's for another video where we use a strap. There we go. 15 pounds, ready to go back on. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe.